well and that many of you are not deceived by all the rhetoric in society and by your friends, family and co-workers, because 98% of the population, and it could be closer to 99% or even greater, are completely incapable of facing reality. My name is Wendy. I'll be your host because Heavy Hitter is swinging really wide and hard and he's wants to maintain his composure, otherwise these subjects get the best of him to start yelling and screaming in righteous anger. Of course, he doesn't want to offend anyone. With that being said, let's continue. The odds are very high the following is a staged event and Trump is being used to deceive the populace, and when the collapse happens it's going to be quick, fast and furious. Picture the Titanic, it's already halfway sunk into the ocean and then the last part it just quickly sinks to the bottom of the ocean. We could be halfway there because of all the statistics, and the economic numbers may be skewed or fraudulently covered up because that's what they're going to do before this ship goes down. We are living in an era of great deception and lawlessness. Government shutdown. This is a full-on collapse, everyone, because America's credit has run dry. The debt can't go on, as we've been saying for the last 3 months. Elizabeth Warren has come out and stated that she will donate her salary during the shutdown. The Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, is paid $223,500 per year. The Democrats fought to include a new top bracket, raising it from $250,000 to $500,000 to reach 37% tax rate. It was embarrassing when you are earning close to $250,000 and you keep demonetizing the rich. Of course, Congress is excluded from Obamacare. They get their own golden deals of unlimited care. That is worth more than $50,000 annually, which they do not include in a salary. So any wonder why the member of Congress can let a shutdown go on and on? Easy, they still get paid when everyone else does not. Nancy Pelosi reiterated that Democrats will not agree to a border wall but joked that she'd give Trump $1 for it. They believe they can make Trump look like the bad guy here, and the shutdown can be a long one indeed. They have dug in their heels and it is hard to see how they can back down now without losing face. The fact that the wall would be $5.7 billion and 1 week's interest bill to keep rolling the debt comes in at $6.7 billion. This is simply a political standoff demonstrating that Congress has lost all civility and is incapable of managing the country going forward. There is no reversal in sight, and we simply say this cascading government is in full-blown collapse. More proof the government is collapsing. Here it is live and fresh out of the box. Freshman Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was just placed on the House Financial Services Committee. Who is the chairperson? None other than the controversial Maxine Waters. We now have 2 people with absolutely no expertise in this field going to overlook banks and Wall Street. This illustrates the entire problem and crisis we face. This like directing me to operate as a brain surgeon without any consideration if I even understand the field, no less have any experience. We can count on wild and crazy statements coming from this committee that will disrupt the world economy and confuse the hell out of people. It certainly appears with every step we take, we are moving in the direction of a complete collapse in confidence. I can't imagine the bond market will survive comments coming from these 2 pillars of financial stupidity. You cannot be the boss of people in an office if you do not even understand what the work is all about. Waters served in the California State Assembly, to which she was first elected in 1976. She was elected to Congress in 2013. Here too, she has worked in politics only. Neither her nor Ocasio-Cortez have any experience in the financial industry. More proof of a full-blown collapse continues. Many reports are out as well that China and Russia are much more far advanced in their weaponry and military strength, including high-tech, than the US, and this is a real problem. Russia is going to be releasing new underwater drones called the Poseidon, armed with nuclear weapons to create a tidal wave 1,600 feet tall or 160 stories high that can reach 1,000 miles inland, wiping out nations or countries. This is all very briefly because we could continue this report for hours with much more subjects and information. Let's elaborate on why this is happening, because America especially and the world are completely immoral. All the debt proves our immorality because it's past the point of no return, and anyone that can think like an adult and not an adolescent knows we're going to pay the piper. That means we're going to suffer great human pain and suffering in the future, and the can has been kicked down the road, and it's to the point where America's credit has run dry, as we've been saying at the beginning of this report. The reason for the shutdown, it's a staged event because America is broke. The whole world for that matter. Americans can't face reality, and with the immorality that we're faced with, we are going to completely go into a cataclysmic event never seen before in world history. America's begging to be destroyed by the things that's doing all the abominations and the atrocities. We have been over this before. How long can you go with the abortions and now cutting up the babies and selling the body parts even in back alleys? Rejecting God and throwing God under the bus and practicing sin and taking pleasure in unrighteousness. This is America, and with the same-sex marriages, and we promote these things throughout the world, all these abominations and atrocities. Talk to your fellow citizens, friends and family, and no one cares.
Now that you understand briefly what's really transpiring in our society, that means you need to get on the narrow road, and that's on our website at heavyhitterreport.com. We do these reports to bring people to the truth and to seek refuge on the narrow road with the God Almighty of the universe. Otherwise, you will face eternal damnation forever, and that is something that many people deny, but just because they do not does not mean it doesn't exist. If you don't believe it, you'll find out when you get there. Please listen to the following and wake up before it's too late. Stop listening to the friends and co-workers and many family members who are leading you down the path of eternal destruction and damnation forever. Our website is again heavyhitterreport.com. Everything is free. We don't ask for donations, we don't sell anything, and we don't monetize our website. It's a humanitarian effort to bring people to know the truth and avoid annihilation and destruction. We will have all the links in the description box and details.
You ought to be doing some thinking about where you're going when you leave this world. There's one thing that is absolutely certain, and you ought to know this. You should know it and come to face with it. Come to the facts and settle this. You are going to die. You will leave planet Earth. I know you think that you're going to live forever. You like to put this out of your mind and not think of the fact that one day you'll draw your last breath. Your heart will beat its last time. There'll be no more life left in your body. Where is your soul going? Are you prepared? I know you prepared your house. I know you prepared your income. I know you prepared your marriage, your children. You planned out your whole life. But you've made no plans whatsoever for where you're headed when you leave this world. Hell is a place. It is a place that existed before you were ever born. It is there. It's going to be there. And there's nothing you can do to change that one bit whatsoever. It doesn't make any difference if the churches today have stopped preaching on hell, if the preachers don't preach on hell, if the seminaries and Bible colleges don't teach the young men about hell, if they extricate it from the Bible, it makes no difference whatsoever. It is still a place that you must deal with one day. Somebody, my friend, died this morning and they went to hell. Somebody took their last breath this day, July the 20th, 2008. They drew their last breath and awakened in hell. What a shock it must have been. There are those that deny that it exists, but that doesn't change it. One day you'll lift up your eyes in hell. It's descriptive talk in Luke chapter 16 when the rich man died and was buried, and the Bible says in hell he lifted up his eyes. It's almost as if it says he awakened in a place that was absolutely beyond his wildest imagination. He never for one time thought that such a place like that could exist. He lifted up his eyes in hell. He became aware of his presence. He knew where he was. And from that moment on, there's not a thing he could do to change his circumstance and his situation. There is no salvation in hell. There's no Savior in hell. There's no Bible in hell. There's no blood in hell. There's no altars in hell. There's no forgiveness in hell. Whatever goes to hell stays in hell. It's permanent. It's settled. It's settled. It's over with. What you've done in this life is what determines where you go. When you die without God, you go to hell. Hell is a place, therefore, that awaits you at the end of your life. It's waiting. It's a place that, my friend, has plenty of patience. It doesn't matter if you live 150 years. It won't bother hell one bit. It's waiting. It has much patience, for it knows that every soul lost without God that departs from this world will enter into its mouth. It will take its clutches as